Hello students, the new chapter is Real Nature of Radiation and Matter. In this first we will see the introduction part of the photoelectrical effect. In 1887 it was found that certain metals when irradiated by a ultraviolet light emitted negatively charged particle having a small space. So this is the metal surface. Ultraviolet light is incidenting. So we saw that one, the electrons which are negatively charged particles coming out of it. So when we given the heat, then electrons will acquire that energy and come out of the surface. So also certain metals when heated up by high temperature were found to be emit negatively charged particles. So this is the hot metal surface. The free electrons will acquire and come out from that metal surface. So these emitted electrons are negatively charged particles. The value of E by m of these particles was found to be the same as that for the cathode ray particles. J. Thomson in 1897 named these particles as electrons. Now emission of electrons, metal ion in the fixed position will be shown as shown in the figure, and electrons are randomly moving all where here. So delocalized electrons move freely. The electrons are bounded to the metal surface by a surface force. The electrons will be liberated if desired energy is supplied. The process of liberating of electrons from the surface of a metal when sufficient energy is supplied to it is known as electric emission. Work function. When sufficient amount of energy is given or supplied to the metal surface, the electrons will acquire that energy and coming out. And work function is the minimum amount of energy required to liberate the electron from the metal surface. The work function depends on the properties of the metal and the nature of its surface. The unit of work function, even you can represent this one in terms of electron volt or in terms of joule. The 1 electron volt is the energy gained by an electron when it has been accelerated by a potential difference of 1 volt. So 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Types of electron emission. So depending on the type of energy supplied to the metal surface, electrons emission can be classified into three types: thermionic emission, field emission, photoelectric emission. So in that first one, thermionic emission, heat energy is required to remove the electron from the metal surface. When a sufficient amount of heat energy is imparted to the metal surface, the electrons will be ejected from the surface. This phenomena is called as thermionic emission, and the electrons which are emitted here in this case are called as thermions. See here, when the filament is heated up, the electrons from this particular filament will coming out. So after getting that energy, the temperature required for the thermionic emission is about 2500 degrees Celsius. The electrons given out in this process are called as thermions. Field emission. The process of emission of electron from the metal surface when a very strong electric field is applied to the metal surface is called as field emission. So this is the glass tube here, evacuated glass tube, which is connected with the positive and negative terminal of the battery. So negative terminal where it is connected, that is connected to the cathode, and positive terminal is connected to the anode. When the electrons are emitting from the cathode, they are attracted towards the positive, they are moving. The required electrical field is of the order 10 to the power of 8 volt per meter. Field emission is also called as code emission. Spark plug of an automobile works on the field emission. Photoelectric emission. Light energy is used to liberate the electrons. When light of suitable frequency illuminates a metal surface, electrons are emitted from the metal surface. This process is called as photoelectric emission. So this is a metal surface. These are the electrons, free electrons, and light radiation incidence. The free electrons are coming out of that metal surface. Photoelectrons. Because of incident radiation, they are coming out by using the energy, and in this process, this is called as photoelectric emission. Hertz observed that when a light falls on a metal surface, some electrons near the surface absorb enough energy from the incident radiation to overcome the surface force and escape from the surface. If this is a metal, here the free electrons are there, light radiations are incidenting, the free electrons are coming out. Halvor's and Lenard's observation. The Halvor's and Lenard investigate the phenomena of photoelectric emission during 87 to 1902. Is a Lenard and his Halvor. Lenard observations observed that when ultraviolet radiations were allowed to fall on a emitter plate of an evacuated glass tube enclosing two electrodes, current flow in a circuit. So this is the evacuated glass tube. Ultraviolet radiations are incidenting on the cathode. Free electrons are ejecting out and moving towards the anode. These electrons are called as photoelectrons. As soon as the ultraviolet radiations were stopped, the current flow also stops. He concluded that these ejected electrons constitute electric current in the circuit. This current is called as photoelectric current. Halbach observations. Halbach connected a negatively charged zinc plate to an electroscope. He illuminated the zinc plate via ultraviolet light. He observed that zinc plate lost its negative charge when illuminated by ultraviolet light. Zinc plate becomes positively charged when it was irradiated further by ultraviolet light. That means negatively charged are moving away from it. So excess positive charges will make the body as positively charged. From these observations, he concluded that negatively charged particles were emitted from zinc plate under the action of ultraviolet light, and thus the zinc plate becomes positively charged. Halbach and Lenard also observed that when ultraviolet light fell on the emitter plate, no electrons were emitted at all when the frequency of the incident light was smaller than the certain minimum value, called the threshold frequency. It is the minimum frequency of incident radiation below which there is no emission of photoelectrons takes place, above which definite emission of electrons takes place. It is denoted as nu naught. Certain metal like zinc, cadmium, magnesium, etc. responded only to the ultraviolet light. Some alkali metals such as lithium, sodium, potassium, cesium, and rubidium were sensitive even to a visible light. That means for these given materials here, if the visible light incidence, then we can expect the photoelectrical effect. The unit of threshold frequency is in Hertz. The work function can be written as phi is equal to h nu naught. Thank you.